Hey guys, JD here with the Kawasaki Ultra 310 jet ski. What do you do when one of your gullwing doors, when your extension cylinder starts to look like this? So the first thing you're going to do is pop this pin out. These are pretty self-explanatory. There's a clip, you got to pull the clip, pull the pin, and then you can remove the cylinder like this. So yeah, these have inserts in them. So what do you do when your cylinders start to rust like this? Well, I would say change them out with these. These are the new 316 stainless steel cylinders that Kawi Performance is releasing for the Ultra 160 and Ultra 310. They are not available yet. These will be available soon, but this video is not to show you these, but rather to show you how to fix your existing cylinder right now. So let's take a closer look at this one. So don't forget, these have these little inserts. All right, you don't want to lose those because you will need them. And that's bent. I don't know if that was bent from the factory or, you know, if my door got forced open too much. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do is get this boot off. All right, so then we're going to take this cap off like that. All right, set that aside, and then we're going to remove the boot from the lower half as well. There we go. And this is our factory cylinder. You can see the cylinder itself isn't that rusty, and it does work, but the ends here are just coming apart. This one, the insert is basically part of it now. And this one is all mangled and bent, which I've never seen this before, so I think it came like this. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a temporary fix on this cylinder. We're going to sand these ends down, and we're going to paint them with some black Rust-Oleum. And this one that's bent, I'm going to put that in the vise, and I'm going to unbend it. So I'm just trying to unbend this here. Looks pretty good. All right, and you can see I got those inserts out on either side. So yeah, here's those rusty little inserts. They are brass, so we should be able to clean them up. I really hate Ryobi with a passion, but this was on clearance for like nothing, so. All right, so what we're gonna do now is, using a grinding wheel, we're going to clean up all this rusty metal here. All right, so if you have any hope of saving this, you got to get that rust all off, and you got to get some primer on it. All right, so I've gone ahead and used my grease and wax remover to clean these ends up really well. You can see I got a bunch of crap off of there. Again, there was grease used with this. So then I want to show you the end there. I'm using this Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer. I use this on machinery and stuff. It works great. So I did that side, and now this side here, we're just going to go ahead and get this all coated. All right, so our primer is dry, and now I'm just going to put some of this Rust-Oleum gloss black paint on here. Again, this is an unseen, this isn't really a cosmetic repair that I'm doing here, although, you know, with paint, if you want proper adhesion, you have to have proper surface prep. So, you know, the back side here, going to do the same thing. So there you go. And I'll show you what it looks like once I put it back in the ski. All right, so here is my factory cylinder. It's all painted. So now we're going to reassemble the factory boot. This boot does a great job at protecting the cylinder. The ends, not so much. But before we put this together, we're going to do something that they didn't do from the factory. And you guessed it, that's apply some grease. So all that new paint I just put on there, I'm now going to cover in grease. Maybe I should let that cure overnight, but I'm impatient, and in the Florida heat here, the paint cures pretty quickly. Okay, so here's your cylinder. I've got it all greased up. All right, it's coated in grease. So then this accordion boot is going to go over this end like this. You're going to slide it all the way in until it pops out of the end right like that. Okay, then this end here, you're going to wipe it off a little bit so that these two halves can go together. And then that accordion part is going to go in to the top of the boot. Again, I got some grease on mine. You want to just keep that dry because you won't be able to cinch it. And then the factory, for some reason, used a purple zip tie, and so I happen to have one the almost same color. So get that back together. This cylinder is ready to be reinstalled. Remember, we had these little brass inserts. This was all bent, and these were, so you're going to put these back in place. Right, they should fit right in. I've already got grease on there. I would say if you didn't put grease, now's the time to add a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to, of course, add some more grease when I put these back. You're going to install the top part first. We're going to start with our top part. I'm going to just make sure the whole bracket there has got a lot of grease in it. All right, now here is my pin. That's on through. This is the bottom clip. You can use a pliers, a variety of tools. I found that take a 10mm wrench, right? And what you're going to do is lift the pin up like that. And then we're just going to put this part. And here is my bracket. I'm going to clean it up. Thanks for watching, only on JD's Water World. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more exclusive jet ski content, only on JD's Water World.